So in this tutorial, I'm going to continue from where I left off. Okay, so what I think I want to do is I'm going to just start bridging these areas. So right click edge mode, select that, select that. But first, to check to see how things are running, you want to take a good look with this part right here, right? You want it so that you could clearly see it bulging out, right? Anyway, select that and that, shift right click, bridge, option box. Alright, just make sure everything's default. Apply. I don't need that, just press W, get out of it. There. Next. Again, same thing, right click edge mode, and probably go for this and this. Press G as in George to repeat the last command. I always like to press 3 just to check to see that everything is okay. Same thing here, grab this edge and that edge, press G as in George, repeats the last command. And I do notice here where it's skewing out a lot and have a big fat rectangle and it's doing this. So again, one of the main fundamental rules is to always check on my proportions of the squares or rectangles next to each other, to be careful of stretching, and also to see my lines, how they're flowing. Right now it's going like this and then bop bop. This one's going like this and bop. So those are the clues as usual. I'm gonna use just right now, Control Shift right click, turn off edge slide. Edge slides will do that at times. Turn it off, Control Shift right click. I'm just gonna do the typical pull on it, no sliding. And I have to pull on this. And what I'm doing right now is seeing how the line wants to curve, the trajectory of it. There. Same as usual. Just shaping it nicely. And then you can see this part evening out. But with here, pull, 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 like that. Maybe I'll pull this, pull that, zoom in, pull, and pull up a bit. All that is. Pull up, pull up, pull back. There. So again, that is this, and how the line is flowing, right? Pop, 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 and pop. And looking here, maybe pull up a bit, pull that down a bit, pull that down a bit, pull that down a bit. Again, same thing. Just look at my lines. Yeah. Alright, next, this part here, I'm gonna pull a bit, pull a bit, pull a bit. And I'm looking at my widest point, which is this line, right? At least for the back area, hamstrings, this signifies the widest point, also which is here, here, and here. Right, this line. Anyway, so down here, same thing. I'm gonna do an incremental save, or to save it. Grab this and this, shift right click, bridge. Press W, get rid of that floating menu. Alright, so that part, check. Now this part looks weird. It's sloping down. This line represents the underwear line, or the top of the waistband, the very top rim of the waistband. And right now it's too low, so I'm just scooting it up. Grab that, scoot it up. Actually, grab, ooh, shit. Scoot it up some more. Pump it up right there. See, this is where the ass crack starts to slope in. Bop, 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 bop. Ooh, look at that. I don't like that. This part here is denting in, like crank and crack. Pop it out, pop it out. That's all it is. See, shaping very nicely. Anyway, and this part here, this is the, typically this is kind of like symbolic of the tailbone, you could say, where the tailbone would be, right? I mean, it ain't the tailbone, but it's just, you know, will be comparable to, even though these are just squares and lines. But there you go. Maybe I'll grab that, pump it up. Grab 3 at a time, pull it up. Right. And boom. Nice butt. Grab that, boom. There you go. Grab that, boom. Pop. Maybe I'll grab this, zoom in a bit. I don't like how it's doing this, so I'm gonna pull so I get a nice little curve. This nice curve. Grab that, pull it up. Grab this and this, and yank it up some more so it balances out all over. Alright, grab this, pull it in a bit like that, grab that, pull that in a bit. This part here, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, there. I think I want it to be a little bit higher, higher, and higher. Again, this is the front of the underwear. Right now it's sloping down, so maybe I don't like that. Grab that, make that nice, pull that up, pull that up. I'm gonna lock my reference image. Pull it up. There. And maybe I need to pull it forward a tiny bit. There. Pull it up some more. Grab that. Yank that up a bit. Yank it up some more. I'm just looking at my entire line. See, this is what I'm looking at. This line. I'm gonna grab this, pull that in. Okay. So slow and steady. This, pull it like that. Always touching up, looking at where I can touch things up. Next, do an incremental save. Control Alt S for incremental save. Then I'll grab this, pump it up a bit so it kind of matches the eye line, here to here, here to here. And then pull it forward a bit, maybe a little bit more. There. Grab this and this, shift right click. Where's my bridge? Bridge. Boom. Huh. I need it to be shaped like an underwear. Alright. 1 second. So I'm gonna zoom in here, show this picture. This underwear line needs to be made, because this I have to use the multi-cut to chop, 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 chop. Right, and this will make the socket. Right now, we don't have that. We'll make the socket and also defines the shape. Here's another image, right? I believe I put this in the class folder. Again, underwear. That this previously I was talking about this waistline, underwear line, and then this right here. This fold, right? Which is this line folding up, creating the socket. And this as well, or you can kind of see it. This right here, ba 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 ba. So it has 1 strand, 2 strand, and 3 strand. 3 strands, tracks. 3 because well, actually it's 1, 2 strands. Right. 1, 2. So I'm looking at here. What needs to be done? Multi-cut. So I'm gonna click and snap. Click here, like that, and I'm gonna click here. Bop, bop. Press W. Right click vertex mode so you can see it. See the point. But you notice 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically it is 4-sided. I grab this vertex. Let's see if I pull it out a bit, or like that. You can see it. See? 4-sided. This here, 1, 2, 3, 4, is also 4-sided. Right, so we made that. There's your beginnings of your underwear line. And what I can do, and I probably should do, is redirect. Because this right here, right, double click, goes around like that. But probably will be a good idea is to redirect it going down like this. Right? Is it? Right? Bop, 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 bop. It does go across, like boom, 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 boom. Right? And then suddenly here, it does this. It creates a diamond shape, right? Which allows it to split 2 ways. So bop, 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 and bop, 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 like that. So there's a couple of ways, right? That's why it's good to see references. Let me check my other references. So here's another one. This is for the female, but it doesn't matter. Come on, dude. Just stop screwing with me. So perfect example. Bop bop. 2 tracks. Bop 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 bop. All the way down. And bop 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 bop. And then from here, do 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 do, all the way down. Bop 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 bop. And it segues. Well, not segues, but it also there's this here. Boom 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 boom. Right. Boom 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 boom. This line is important midline. Do 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 do. And it goes all the way underneath and around and up. Boom. Right. So let me just look at it one more time. You can see here. Right. So this one's gonna be going like that. Needs to redirect. So that's what we're looking at and have to think about. Alright, so right now this is just 2 tracks. This example has 4 tracks. 4 like this split up. But if you think of it, where if you don't see this one here, this one line splitting, this one block, technically 2. So this is only 1 block, whereas technically it should be minimum 2. So all right, let me see here. Okay, I'm gonna go click and snap. I'm gonna click and snap and then click and snap. Right, so I went click and click and click and then enter. And then so I'm showing how to redirect the topology. Click, and I'm using a multi-cut. Click and snap here. Click and click. Press W. Right, so I get this and this. Right click, edge mode. Grab that edge, backspace. Right, so you got one like that. And then multi-cut again. Click and snap. Click and snap. Boom. And then Control Shift right click, surface slide. Turn on surface slide. Grab that and it will slide along the surface regardless of how you're yanking on it. Right, so I talked about this before. And this one here, maybe I'll pull it down a bit too. See, just so I can get my shape running around. See. Okay, next, multi-cut again. I'm gonna click and snap, click, and then cut across here, click and snap. Press W to get out of the tool. I'm going to grab this and this right here. So when you're first learning, students, you see a whole bunch of crazy stuff that looks like I don't know what to do. All I see is I see this dot, they're annoying me, and I see that something can be done, right? Where merge vertices to center, bop, and that's what I did. Now you can see my underwear line right here, and over here, here, and over here, boom, 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 boom. This part I'm gonna yank it up because I'm also considering, as always, the proportions of my squares or quads, and also the trajectory of my lines. See, as long as those rules are kept, things will more or less do well for a model. I'm gonna pull on that, and you notice is inadvertently shaping the quadriceps muscle, because it bulges like this. That grab that, put up like that. And this is still four-sided, technically four-sided. So that's how you do that. This here, I'm gonna leave this alone for now. This train track, you know, it abruptly ends. So multi-cut, click and snap, click, like that. Grab this, backspace, grab that, yank it down a bit, and then yank it that way a bit. Okay, so you can see it, how organically it's shaping. Grab that, yank it, boom. I'm gonna ignore this for now. And that's how you do that. Multi-cut, click and snap, click, 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 clack, click, click, click. Ooh, careful, 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 careful. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe I want to put it here. I'm gonna press enter, get out of the tool. I think now is a good idea to start coloring. Hypershade, click, and then I'm gonna go in here, tab, press the tab key, AI standard, surface, press enter, select it, press F to frame it. Color this red, and then select it, Control A. I'm gonna turn off the weight of the specular shine, no shine base color. You have red, dark colored red, nothing bright. Close it, right click face mode, select, double click, click, right click, assign material, boom. There. So now this wraps around, and then it's gonna have to go down, right? Because like I said, right here, because this going down will help to make the roundness of the gluteus maximus. See, going like this, down and around, and it goes around up to here, boom, 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 boom. So one more time, wraps around like that. There's still space in here. Right here, shift right click, multi-cut. I'm gonna go from here. I'm gonna click and snap. I'm gonna click down here. Right, I'm gonna leave. Should I leave that alone, or should I just snap it to there? You know what? I'm gonna not snap it to there, because if I snap it to here, or if I do this, that might be safer. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like this. Reason why is that this point, I can yank on it to help shape it out, this point. So I'm gonna leave that alone, press enter. Then I'm gonna, just for the sake of clarity, grab that edge and backspace. Right. So what do I do about this? I'm gonna leave that alone. Right. Because I'm gonna have this train track connect to here. So like this. See? This train track. Anyway, that's why I didn't delete. That's why I didn't connect it. That's why I didn't delete this. Anyway, multi-cut, click and snap, and then I'm already confusing myself. No. Click, and I'm gonna, ooh, careful. Slow down. I want to color. I want to make another shader before I do anything. This red, right? I'm gonna do Control D as in David, make an exact copy of it. Control A, right? Click in here. I'm gonna name it green. Right? I'm gonna give it a dark green color. Then I'm gonna start grab this to this and this. Right. Right, good. Alright. Multi-cut, I'm gonna click and click. Yeah, there. And then color this, right click, red. There, so you can see everything. Grab this to this. Color it. Grab this to this. Green, there. So you can see. And this green, it needs to flow back down because you need to have minimum 2 train tracks. You need 2 train tracks to help it deform. And let me just show 1 second. So here, this may look all fancy, but it's just to show what I'm talking about. 2 train tracks, ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba. Why 2 train tracks at minimum? Because you need 1 train track to help it expand or flex out. See, this is what I mean by flexing. And the other train track to help hold it, the base in place, right, the foundation in place. And this part will help to kind of act as a accordion. You know how accordion can stretch and bend or flex? This is the reason why, these train tracks. Again, you can see it here, the 2 train tracks. See this right here, the armpit, right? And here's the strips for the underwear, ba 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 ba. See, wraps around. So that's what that is, and the reason why we need to do what we do. So here, going back to the red. Ooh, you know what? No, this not supposed to be green. Wrong answer. There. That was wrong. This needs to track down. Close. Multi-cut. Click and snap. And I'm gonna click right here. I'm gonna get rid of this right here. I'm gonna multi-cut, click and snap, and click and snap. Boom. And then color this green. There, so you can see. See? This part here, this triangle, right? I'm gonna leave this alone for now. But it's gonna redirect up. Multi-cut, click and snap. And I'm just gonna do that. Yeah.